we appeared to have all this money, or we appeared to be rich, or we appeared, you were in the business.
It's painful. It is painful.
Yeah, the true story was I was broke as shit in an abusive relationship. Many boys are abused.
And how that screws
and how
us.
that happens.
Blake Lively thought she was untouchable, Hollywood's golden girl, married to Ryan Reynolds, besties with Taylor Swift. But when she took on Justin Baldoni in a legal war, she never expected his family to step in and tear her world apart. Now she's breaking down, and the whole internet is watching her fall. This isn't just a lawsuit, it's a full-on Hollywood meltdown. And trust me, the drama is just getting started.
How that screws us up, because my whole perspective on sex and women,
yeah,
with what I experienced at a young age and never talked about it, like that was one of the things I had with my dad. Like, if you would have talked to me about some stuff.
Blake Lively's name lights up any room. She's the Gossip Girl icon who stunned in a simple favor and snagged Deadpool himself, Ryan Reynolds. Justin Baldoni, the Jane the Virgin heartthrob, has been building a new rep as a director with a gift for raw, emotional stories. They teamed up for It Ends With Us, adapting Colleen Hoover's gut punch novel about love, trauma, and survival. Lively as Lily Bloom, a woman fighting her past, and Baldoni directing and starring as the complicated Ryle Kincaid. It sounded like a match made in Hollywood heaven, but behind the scenes, something dark was brewing.
All the things that we haven't talked about. All I've done as a father was whatever I could to help you. So I didn't want ever anybody to think that I've done anything to help you, but
It Ends With Us was primed to be a phenomenon. Hoover's book had millions of fans obsessed, diving deep into domestic violence with unflinching honesty. Lively's casting felt perfect, and Baldoni promised a vision that would honor the story's weight. The hype was massive until rumors of on-set tension started slipping out. Creative clashes? Standard stuff, but this was about to explode into something much bigger.
As a response to this, she was getting a lot of hate.
In some ways, I was living out also one of your dreams, and I felt like I wanted to free myself of that. But we never talked about it. I was suffering. We never talked about anything. You're my dad, and I was having resentment for all the stuff we don't talk about.
In December 2024, Blake Lively hit Justin Baldoni with a lawsuit alleging sexual harassment during filming. The accusations were explosive, claims of inappropriate conduct that shocked the industry and split fans. For a minute, Lively looked like a hero taking a stand, and Baldoni's reputation took a hit. But then his family stepped in and everything changed. Baldoni fired back with a countersuit, denying it all and accusing Lively, Reynolds, and their publicist Leslie Sloan of defamation and extortion. His team claimed she was running a smear campaign to seize control of the film. The real game changer? His father, Sam Baldoni, who dropped an Instagram post that sliced through the noise. In a world full of Blakes and Ryans, be a Justin. It racked up millions of views, and the Baldoni family's united front flipped the script. Sam's hints at Justin's silent suffering painted Lively as the aggressor, and suddenly she was the one reeling.
And playing into every sexist trope, the illustration depicts Lively using a slingshot to fire his cell phone at Baldoni, referencing her legal team's attempt to subpoena his text messages. A spokesperson for Lively condemned the magazine, saying the Hollywood Reporter should be ashamed of itself.
The internet didn't hold back, and it turned on Lively fast. X lit up with posts like, "She's drowning real victims' voices," and all she wanted was to shill her gin, not tell the story. Memes trashed her, Blake lied trended, and at the Another Simple Favor premiere at SXSW, a protester waved a sign, "Justice for Justin Baldoni, Blake lied." The press pounced, and her A-list pals started vanishing. Anna Kendrick dodged questions about her, and Taylor Swift, her supposed ride or die, went silent. Lively's perfect image was crumbling, and she couldn't stop the flood.
and what you're going through and the therapy that we've all been going through.
The internet didn't hold back, and it turned on Lively fast. X lit up with posts like, "She's drowning real victims' voices," and all she wanted was to shill her gin, not tell the story. Memes trashed her, Blake lied trended, and at the Another Simple Favor premiere at SXSW, a protester waved a sign, "Justice for Justin Baldoni, Blake lied." The press pounced, and her A-list pals started vanishing. Anna Kendrick dodged questions about her, and Taylor Swift, her supposed ride or die, went silent. Lively's perfect image was crumbling, and she couldn't stop the flood.
Her complaint, she said things like he walked in on her breastfeeding. She said things like he chastised her for her weight. All of this has been debunked by the text messages provided by Baldoni.
In court, it was a bloodbath, and Lively was losing. Baldoni's team unveiled texts showing her inviting him into her trailer while breastfeeding, shredding her claim he'd intruded. The internet erupted. The judge shut down her push to dig through Baldoni's phone, calling it overreach, while her lawyers begged for a protective order over sensitive details, her kids, her mental state. Baldoni's camp laughed it off as a stunt, and their legal squad ran circles around hers. Lively's case was falling apart, and she looked more fragile with every blow.
Insulted Blake Lively, blasts sexist. The Hollywood Reporter cover lampooning her Justin Baldoni lawsuit. Should be ashamed of yourself.
The whispers got louder and uglier. Lively's team floated profound mental issues as an excuse, fueling speculation about her stability. Old clips resurfaced, showing her rewriting scripts and strong-arming co-stars, feeding the control freak narrative. Then the big one. Word spread that Taylor Swift was publicly distancing herself. Was their friendship over, or was Swift just dodging the wreckage? Either way, Lively was alone, her allies bailing as Hollywood buzzed that her career might be done.
Hollywood Reporter for its February 21st cover. Rob, can you pull up whatever the cover is, which featured a cartoon mocking her lawsuit against it? Ends with, is this it?
Yes.
Ends with
Blake Lively's golden era is over. Studios are second-guessing her, and insiders call her a risk not worth taking. That Hollywood Reporter cover with a cartoon slingshot mocking her lawsuit? It's the industry waving goodbye. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni's stock is soaring, his family's loyalty making him untouchable. Lively thought she could crush him, but his family destroyed her instead. Now she's breaking down, publicly, painfully, and the trial's still looming in March 2026. The Baldonis stand tall. She's a shadow of herself. What's your take? Can she come back from this?